Male versus female expressions of anger. Topic: Understanding anger, male versus female expressions. Introduction. Hello and welcome. Today, we are diving into a fascinating and important topic: how men and women express anger differently. Anger is a natural human emotion, but it can look very different depending on your gender, culture, and upbringing. The biological foundation. Let's start with the brain. Research shows that while both men and women experience anger, there are some biological differences in how we process it. The amygdala, the brain's emotional center, activates during anger in both sexes. However, testosterone, more prevalent in males, is linked to more aggressive, outward expressions of anger. Estrogen and oxytocin, often more dominant in women, can promote more controlled or internalized responses. But remember, biology is just one piece of the puzzle. Socialization and gender norms. From a young age, boys and girls are often taught different lessons about anger. Boys are often encouraged to be assertive or even aggressive. Anger is seen as a sign of strength or control. Girls, on the other hand, are frequently taught to suppress anger, to stay polite, agreeable, or nurturing. This can lead to patterns where men are more likely to externalize anger, yelling, physical gestures, or confrontation. Women are more likely to internalize it, turning it inward, feeling guilt, or expressing it indirectly. How anger looks. So how does anger actually show up in day-to-day life? Men may express anger through action, shouting, punching a wall, or even road rage. The anger is often visible and direct. Women may express anger through words, sarcasm, passive aggression, or emotional withdrawal. It can be subtle but still powerful. One study found that men are more likely to report anger that leads to action, while women report anger that leads to rumination, going over the same thoughts again and again. Anger in relationships and work. In romantic and work relationships, these differences can cause misunderstanding. A man's anger may come off as domineering or intimidating. A woman's anger may be labeled as irrational or emotional, which can undermine her credibility. Interestingly, studies show that when women express anger assertively in the workplace, they are often penalized, whereas men may be rewarded for the same behavior. This double standard creates a gendered anger gap. Health impacts and coping strategies. Unaddressed anger affects health, too. Chronic suppression of anger